abusua ya makwa aba sonko so eba POG Media so ene yeremba ko highway ne so highway ne de ensem bebre wo so ayen so ya agye pene se ebe me abedwafo no ahu de eko ene de eba na den na eko so ewo highway ne so eye Dr. Bawumia ne ntro bi awakwa akotwa ewo ne manifesto no mu Captain Smart aba be exposing ni nyina atese eye poalugu dam atese emre bi Dr. Bawumia be kache se wawie poalugu dam no na entrance no eye ne manifesto no o che se oba power obawie poalugu dam na se eye Dr. Bawumia atro a watwa no Captain Smart che se omo ye useless politicians omo sebi adwen bia ni omo tirima che se omo no da bia no omo sorry atro na ahye omo mabusua ye be pese ye be me abedwafo no be me akona yakwa koti ensema captain de etu da na answer na ye be kono owo ensem kan bia fa hye ye comment section like share ma afofo so answer into me enter me.
Party launched a woman manifesto, and it changes a lot of things this week. We have to go deeper into the manifesto. Yesterday, I told you, and myself, FؐTA, and JB about this year elections, a replica of 1996 and 2000 elections. I would explain going forward this week. We had wanted to start election analysis from next month, but we will start from today. Now wait to me at here. And Yefa MPP 1996 manifesto. The first name that came up was JB Dankwa, Joseph Boache Dankwa. And then Enra MPP manifesto no. Wo François, there's a whole page whatro bibia was see JB Dankwa ne kaye and so it's two manifestos no play the same. Me catch say wunya baby antie wunya baby anhwe Junior TV. Yen no when I say yen I mean yen yedi elections achi ache and a baby a ye fiba no e kwan no wa eti wo hwe enra me coffee na najono. I took my time semeshe efia composure and JB and then myself. Then I realized that my baby girl, she sounded very strong, articulate, and fabulous. It's going forward, no, wankasa, ube who said the ebekono. It's Enra 1996 manifesto. And the 2024 MPP manifesto. And will be being kitten a womb. Now, Ufa NDC 1996 manifesto, what they said about the youth. Upa, go back to what Mahama launched. Our National Youth Day, no. Now, Ufa NDC 1996 manifesto. Now, if you want to 2000. 2000. The MPP manifesto 2000. Go back to it. Just oppose that to that of the NDC. The Omoko launch here. A war. A year. I know launch UPSA, right? Yes, UPSA. And we'll take time to analyze. You remember what we say? And yet tie. And there is Yabono near the Shakase, Metudu ko baby. Because when you're professor, the driver, Uncle Scooter. What I say? Between your professor, PhD holder, the driver, Uncle Scooter. And pay baby no. Ubenya Obia, all your stage, go for the platform. Obi coach Raswa. Deeper no coach Raswa, a professor, or a PhD holder, or a medical doctor. But they're all yes, our stage now. Medical doctor and coach no ebi anon co school da. So we would Yebefano department by department, agency by agency, ministry by ministry. Yebeto to home. And this year we will not allow anybody to just be talking. We will look you in the eye. They are catching us, a chief, as someone who can hold. Because you have said this before, you couldn't do it. You said this before, you could not do it. You said that, and it was something like, hey, one thing, I am not here to judge anybody, but one thing Bawumia said yesterday, I got wrecked, was that, Obebe Kisho said, Pualugu, Damno, I'm completely. Hey man, I had the biggest political shock of my life yesterday when I heard our vice president say that. Maminda Medofopase, sweet baby, he told the whole nation when I was with Multimedia on OB's show that when we, hey Peter, La ilaha illallah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear sister, good morning. It is saying, man, da hoye. I am Moshami on. Mo. So when I heard our dear vice president talking about completion or completing, when he comes, that will be his priority. I was like, no. Mr. President, do you have the video which he says, Yerieno? No. You see, listen, in governance, you need to get people who can help you to manage communication. Now, so why nyane sa na ekwakwaya te say wo AC wo dem na hwa ye hye because AC no ye nu no but AC bia won taman na ntaman no yaka akosoro enti dem hwa ye hye. What it means is that what so AC no to say the Peter be call ye AC win na AC no echo kania mau your friend is saying wo tuaka but won't see AC nka because AC in taban no wa keka go. Now Dr. Mahama Bawumia said that damn no yeah the biggest achievement of the Akuffo Addo's administration, of which he is a proud vice president. Then today and yesterday, he told the whole wide world, Safena Obeye. Can I have that video? With all due respect, roll. Bo, Tieno.
In the northern part of our country where you come from, and Amono, can you beat your chest and say, yeah, this signature project in the north? I
think the most important project in the north since independence, the POG Dam project.
Okay.
Pause it. Listen, pause the video. Dr. Mahama Bawumia is saying that I think it's a signature project here up north. Hey, Jesus Christ. When I'm a kasa, yesi kwajo kasa dodo na kwajo muade. How can you lie through your divine giving teeth like this? How? With all due respect, Bawumia is a vice president. And listen, you see, anytime you climb the ladder from 1 to 10, and there's nobody to track you about the things you said. You see, any day I make a Daniela God the reason is that at that I will be referred that on your show you said this. Why this today? I was wrecked. I was devastated. In fact, I was actually thrown out of joint when I heard our vice president say, and ras say, Oba Addo bedi kanyaye eye Pualugu Dam. Now listen to him in 2020.
Since independence.
No, Dabi Kwachi, my obi misa question, no Kwachi. This was hold on. This was before I left. This was before I left multimedia. So, Pacho Bo.
In the northern part of our country where you come from, can you beat your chest and say, yeah, this signature project in the north?
I think the most important project in the north since independence, the POG Dam project.
Okay.
Is the biggest investment. So we're drawing books since independence.
Okay, I watch it.
Government be say POG Dam. But we're here as a signature project, and then number one. So there's no doubt about that.
Monkwahe Enra, the MPP flag bearer, Ekaye about Pualugu Dam. Ansana Enra Krano, Yaman Penny Abediache, Eba Bekase. Yeah, we know. No, I can't be before. Honorable producer, is that ready? Play that one too.
Not in my mind that I was championing the POG Dam. We have not yet been able to do it, but by the grace of God, I believe we are going to do the POG Dam. It has to be done.
Room staff to listen to me, because I came to work. Now, 2020, the Vice President of the Republic and currently the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party told the entire nation that one of the biggest tantamount projects of the New Patriotic Party is the completion of the Pualugu Dam. That has stayed in the books of every administration since independence. This is how I tell you, they all come out to disrespect, insult, denigrate the image and the dignity of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. But you see, the God of Nkrumah, our God, your God, will never leave us. You see how God is exposing them to us. You see how God is exposing them. 2020, play the 2020 video with Obi again. That Bobby.
In the northern part of our country where you come from, and can you beat your chest and say, yeah, this signature project in the north?
I think the most important project Ayaye in the north since independence. A Palugu Dam project.
Okay.
Is the biggest investment. So we're drawing books now since independence.
Okay, I watch it.
How I check government to be about yes, Palugu Dam. But we're here as a signature project and then a better number one. So there's
Central for Onia TV ni Adum TV. Mutemiye. Any other media houses. You do babia. As I say, you sit in the studio shows and get out there. That is why Onia we have the People's Assembly. We go out. Osa samayedi ye jaimu to kakra na nkrofo pere wo mo sa e wo krom ha ye tisimu People's Assembly ya ye betwa kro ya die o me sadam tie me hwe sa me wo pin ba ko se potpo no we dis wada ho. See my good brother Obi, he didn't know Palugu Dam no MPP nko ho omunyai. And when somebody says after independence, before independence, during independence, the person is referring to Kwame Nkrumah. Let me tell the entire nation when Kwame Nkrumah decided to build the Palugu Dam. That is when a JB Dankwa, a trunk concern letter, Akroma CIA. I have a copy of that letter. November. Even your friend say, time Kwame Nkrumah eye Akuffo Dam. Let me read something to you. Kwame, take it easy. When you push me this morning, I said, because Ghana for no toda I said, listen, there's a lady. She's called Dr. Susan Williams of SOAS, SOAS. I call it SOAS. University of London. This is what she wrote. Not all Nkrumah's policies were popular with everybody. Some Ghanaians had reservations about his massive project. The massive project will come back in 2028.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
Some Ghanaians had reservations. The woman wrote a book called White Miracle.
It's a daybreak.
A true book na a friend White Miracle. She redrew all the books and changed the title of the book and called that book White Malice. I am asking everybody to go look for that history. Your friend Susan Williams, she wrote a book. Now it's titled White Malice. Now listen, this is something she wrote.
Smart, the king of
page 168. That's why I keep saying that. If you're a leader, you don't have to read less than 20 books in a month. Then it means you're a sleeping leader. You're a lazy leader. You're a good for nothing leader. If you're a leader, you cannot read about 20 books. Sometimes when I'm driving with my guys, you do streets, there's no more tone books. And I can even tell the one holding the books that go to this page, and let me tell you what is there. White Malice, I am referring to page 168. If you have a copy, go there. You see, when you vote for small-minded personalities who tout themselves before crowds that they can communicate with a cloud, Meanwhile, they don't have an iPad. It tells you that they are useless beings. Listen, not all Akroma's policies were popular with everybody. Some Ghanaians has reservations about his massive project to build the Volta River Dam at Akuffo in order to produce hydroelectric power, processing Ghana's bauxite into aluminium. New narrations declared. New narrations declared Akroma. So it's in quotes, which are determined by every possible means to catch up in industrial strength, must aim for large-scale industrial advance. Electricity is the basis for industrialization. But J.B. Dankwa, Joseph Boachi Dankwa, in the book, the name was written fully. Dr. Joseph Boachi Dankwa, leader of the opposition, described the hydroelectric project as a communist-inspired prestige undertaking. He tried his utmost to ditch the project. Kwame Nkrumah ebeko Hanoi. Kwame Nkrumah ebeko Hanoi. Ono, any papa bakwe friend Gbedema, am I right? Kwame Nkrumah and Gbedema. Hey. Kwaku Baku papa. It was something Baku, but Kwaku Baku papa. And then Kojo Botu. And then one woman who became the first female member of parliament, plus another woman called, former Mrs. J.B. Dankwa. J.B. Dankwa yiri jana wade. MP. Check the records. Me, I'm not lying. I don't just come on TV and speak. When it comes to the history of state farms, sir. What we need to do today is to have 5 dams up north, and then northern region, upper east, upper west. The biggest dam that Kwame wanted to construct before the overthrow was the Pwalugu Dam. Don't forget that Kwame had established the Pwalugu tomato factory. Producer, go and look for, show the video of the Pwalugu tomato factory. I want to build a history so you can understand. And said the mayor will bet Timasi, no way Dimachi Yentino. I should date now, having Akroma or did be a Pwalugu tomato factory. You see, when Kwame established the factory, a year before the establishment of the factory, now in so tower up north. That is why time of Kwame Nkrumah called Jedu in the central region, Mankasim to be precise. Ebano Kwame shut up. So who called Jedu? Who from Mankasim? Now kwa jedua wonsa bonkum ansaadze wo ho ansaadze kuro na da ho no eye jedu hine ba or na offer take it whichever way wani wan kase wo munim they are all aware when you do junction so just 5 seconds we will say oyina ndua be mienu ana miensa esi ho bibi koso I was oyina dua no miensa no ase and I keep telling people sa oyina dua no mayemu and time ana contractor no oye Mankasim ekwan no eko kofa yerdo akodu 13 kwanta edu abrodu kwa wa mani akọ fantin yankoma se na wo na wo kọ no I went there and I told the contractor, yes, quite over, but dear way, and winning this time. Who winning this time? A trouble can say, Baba Krumha. Because, my main cancer show. One pie won't be Sashi will Krumha. Bobby and Addo. One pie ain't means Sashi will Krumha. Because in Yami were born at the area and he's resting.
Yeah, the chain Nura.
It's a Niama and Wahobiano. Yeah, they are the chain Nura.
Yeah, the chain Nura.
Jedu hine krona your friend is Jedu no. Your friend is Jedu. What is the meaning of Jedu? The chance ye kwaji eduro. Chemiye.
Captain Smart.
Osaji fu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah yare. Eduro bia wa asase su bia no. Na ye wo doctor bia ofri Sultan nankese do. Your friend is York.
Wani.
Sa doctor na your friend is York no. Now I quite interest abroach remember son your friend London. Akosua de.
Your friend is saying
Oba ye no ohwe Kwame Nkrumah hwe. Uja fantiapo.
we
Na oyare. Uni yare Kwame Nkrumah. Na sisi.
Bibini
Na chimi enu ha.
Wani.
Na won to se pane.
We
Penifo odin bi a omo de frɛ saa sisi yare no. And somebody directed him. Say, Uncle Jedu Koji Edro. By that time, Kwame had visited the Bankasim Hima, and Bankasim Hima are appealing to Mankasim Mahine, who became the first ever king in Ghana. Mankasim Kingdom is the first kingdom.
He is smart.
Baby, I shall say, we mean can once and the man so it is not important. So, Mankasim Mahine a tam Kwame Nkrumah. And in the comma, I'm a missa. Oh, Dickai first. Safaniko, non Jedru. But Kwame, it be share or be pobiso. That is why in one of the books he wrote that the Fantaman area is like Israel. I feel what I said in because Obia Onim Mankasim answered the Jedu Krofu and whatever because me ponkwan e twa won share because me pon e twa Israel won share. That's why Kwame Nkrumah wrote that in one of his books. I'm telling you today. Ena omoma na duro ena otiapo ena oye bibi omo ya amane bi e wo Jedu sa nua na se ena ya friend me koje eduro baby eje eduro me koje eduro baby eje eduro ena ne kasahare sala mo kan mo friend kasahare ya tem didie jai ena na abe Jedu e chese me koje Addo ye koji Addo baby ye ji Addo Jedu Mumisa Jedu hine sasma na kanmboa
sisi ya oye
wa unim nubusa se kuro no din ye kan say from there and o ka say that time no akohia na o kwa akohia eye nankase no hene na omudi odamia Mankasim soponfo na Nankase fo wa fa hye be yefra no odamia ana I'm looking at Kwame.
Captain Smart, the king of morning show.
And a bad team or Damia said no. What we have to do, and they said, I see a building dams because that time no year is actually any Eswesia State Farms. It's actually any Eswesia State Farms, no. The Kwame here and say, Yendria Kube Gwa with that enclave. It's obi osna Eswesia bia nim. Say State Farms are nowhere Eswesia na you because Kwame say, oh who say Azim asase no said the student ne bantia ye dudu akube no sa na te we Eswesia. Me when Eswesia was not closer to the sea. Because if you have a corner qua, if you switch out the Konim Kakras, and some and some will remove our corner qua, and you'll be crying a beach resort to be holding your man that. Then Kwame signed that, Yenya Pualugudam, and it became part of whatever document that was signed for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah prepared. Is the Pualugu tomato factory ready? Just show me the pictures. Videos will be available later. Eti, sir, we show TV says here. I Pualugu to that be when you to Pualugu tomato factory. When? Aha, and here. Hey, wait. I shall room. Say that here this time. This is Pualugu tomato factory. She time a Kwame Nkrumah see to Pualugu tomato factory. The fato honne. She said the dining sit here. And sit here and tell me, say. Obisi oyedam.
President, you remember
that time na Kwame area.
President, you remember
now you produce tomatoes. And Muamuna Mosiasa Muya JB down Kwasefo no. Be truthful enough and tell the whole nation what JB Dankwa wrote about the Pualugu tomato factory. I am daring them to come out and tell the whole Ghana. If they are not able to say this a week today, I'll come and tell you what JB Dankwa wrote about the Pualugu tomato factory. For the first time ever in the history of Ghana's politics, JB Dankwa congratulated Kwame Nkrumah for being the founder of this country. What are they talking about? I'll produce evidence. Me am show. Me beye and winipa. Me beye and kumnipa. Me beye me the yam show me the boy my Pualugu tomato factory saying that CSSA I am Fenotonchain. Then Liman, no, it was not Liman, Buzia Baye no. All the coup makers buy the only person or attempting say Obeko Pualugu tomato factory was Achampo. Achampo started he no yeah estate no dance man. Bibia Esido Godwin, are you listening? GH boy, are you listening? Bibia Esido, our historical antecedent. Ena oye na dream say obeko Pualugu enu tudo. Pualugu to dam no. What didn't talk ho a obeko opposition. Rollins, aye nothing say. Obeko Pualugu dam no ho. Ya 1992 abanu ye no. Na wuja fudwa na num. When baby Rollins Cocker as no Cocker of fetu afashe. That was the time Rollins Cocker check was for say aya wo money a wo mo kata so no okra kura oni okata so mpacho mo kai. Bibini team Bibini 2000 na memo no bam on the train here. Bibini ni pao. I've told you before. Asante hima kachre je Akuffo say ye Kwame Nkrumah no. So wunya sem papa bi anka mfa ne ho a aya ka wanu tum na wa mamu aya akono. Won ti sa twi na se no so to nchen. Pualugu dam wunim time je Akuffo ya na dwen so be 2008. Otame ya obekono. Then he came to Professor Mills.
Captain Smart, the
John
king
Mahama
of morning shows.
Nanado Sewaye. And no man, the vice president.
fellow Ghanaians.
A na TV so, radio so, 2020. I catch the whole Ghana say. Pualugu dam no, ono waye, bo video ni biemu.
Our checks review.
No. Ma obi bisa question ni biemu. Asempa FM and Oko video.
In the northern part of our country where you come from, and Amono, can you beat your chest and say, yeah, this signature project in the north?
I think the most important project here in the north since independence, a POG Dam project.
Okay.
Is the
Won't keep crazy or kind of Bawumia Bo. Man, to your chest and
say, yeah, this signature project in the north.
I think the most important project here in the north since independence, a POG Dam project.
Okay.
Is the biggest investment. So we're drawing books since independence.
Okay, government
be POG Dam. But we're here as a signature project and then a better number one. So let's
2024. I don't know kind about POG Dam.
My mind, and I was championing the POG Dam. We have not yet been able to do it, but by the grace of God, I believe we are going to do the POG Dam. It has to be done. It's a major priority because that can bring 20,000 hectares into cultivation.
Where Oko Apa is na senya ofri ho. Eba. And crying Belanchi in the manifesto. I will not say anything. Over to you. Obi I'll see where we know. I feel wa kwajina hwete otenkran katwi. Odu Apa is wa kwakambrofo. Bibini oh enra person ade a wawie dada afei o ka kire yen se obehwe mayaye mo fasia no emane na adi kan na waye is there any truth in him?
Yeah, the chain ni wura.
You see, that is why Nana Akroma said something. Said Adia Bawumia pekura and said the videos dada no ya botchere no.
Yeah, the chain ni wura.
Bawumia, I told you from day one that somewhere around is it 2019 or 2020 we came to your house and I told you open your eyes and your ears. Watch people with your ears and listen to people with your eyes. Your wife was there and then Gideon Bwako was also there. And I told you that you need to watch people with your ears and listen to people with your eyes. Otherwise, they will pitch you to the camp of lies. This is number one from your manifesto. Tomorrow, I'll give you another one. The things you said you've done. Pacho, Accra Digital Center. And your MPP in the sea, Mahama in the sea.
Yeah, the chain ni wura.
And you're closer to Department of Works and Housing. And you're not in the sea. That time, na Omane Buama, and a minister of or for communications. And you're not in the Bawumia. That's the biggest lie. Biggest lie number 2. But you see, we find MPP manifesto no enra. Eba no brofo de a, we can find. But unfortunately, whoever organized the event yesterday, Sani Pana so I'm public free party. And that whole section was poorly, abysmally put together. Sound was poor. delivery was poor by all. Any poor bear more by bibi kakra one esa actor bido. Kojo Akroma. Bawumia's delivery was a fiasco until it got to the last part. I know what kind the Akroma nevi. Yenye real. I mean, I want to analyze the easy to. I don't care. Abaya been also away University of Ghana level 400. No, why na smart no? You see, you need to allow people to live statements they are reading or saying. Because whatever I am saying here this morning, the things I read from page 168 of Susan Williams, White Malice book, I am living that portion of the book because I quoted Susan Williams. And level 400 brofuni. And His Excellency of any HE. And a saba produce Akuffo there. HE J Akuffo. What you say there no? Ya fa bom kura hom. Ya fra wa ne awo so ama. Kona ko kan HE. Bibini HE na His Eminence ana. And say a day, HE
atene ne so.
And as I say, you two yam boase. Oh, say Ghana for. Ayana madri yam say me kasana no yeshia. Now afa bibi kitwe bi. No yes no. No we just some papa kakra kana da hodi na ato atwere. Now I know you. So I'll give it to you as it is. Okay? Before I continue, Patro 2016 manifesto launch na ready. Bawumia kasa no. Mamia no. Tell you assume. Me wia. Yebe kwa Akuffo 2020 manifesto launch. Ya Bawumia kan NDC form launch obo manifesto ni wia. The Mahama kan 2016. Any 2020. Ya de bebreo. Even though unia bem
2024 years.
What I say? And baby, I do a memu hano. I say giant trocha. Seba a memua and trocha. And you wo. And tra ni pecha wo a memu hono. E pra e kumi.
Bibini and Nipo.
POG Media first one. So we. And then how a kumsi catch almost say 2 billion 200,000 Ghana and the Adam. Share or charge for project be a was as so no. Upesa what the one saka. We as waka wasem. Don't try to destroy his image. A bad sa won't mean yet.
Amen. Oh,
say maybe politicians are more cromano. More than near me diagro. Winning from I say we could do near Cossian and Tree. Yes, you dry, yes, your crack, yes, double, and I will conform you her, you will dephobia her. I am sitting here and telling you today. Say, or Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah project be ordered in Sakai. What person we are really? But don't try. Say, Ubema, I say, oh, say no. Envy. Since independence, Obianje, Yen Yaba Beye, Koshini. We are in one case when my some say, as some now question us and pack us away, you know. 2024 Upper East, where Baba catches over. So 4 years. I found Akroma one penny or the kind of correction Ghana for me Chamontro. Bawumia, these are your own videos. So this one will not be on your TV video. Okay, Mami 2016. The okay.
Income scheme for the vulnerable in our society, a retirement income scheme for farmers as well as members of small and small-scale business associations such as the GPRTU and the PROTUA. Furthermore, we will ensure that the funds of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority are applied solely for the purpose of development of pensions, and we will fully implement Section 103 of the Pensions Act, which assigns pension benefits for the vulnerable in our society, a retirement income scheme for farmers as well as members of small and small-scale business associations such as the GPRTU and the PROTUA. Furthermore, we will ensure that the funds of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority are applied solely for the purpose of development of pensions, and we will fully implement Section 103 of the Pensions Act, which assigns pension benefits for housing of workers. We will pay all outstanding contributions to the pension funds, including Tier 2 contributions for public sector workers. Mr. Chairman, fellow Ghanaians, the challenges of development and poverty in Ghana should not be a matter of geographical location. Around Ghana, there are millions who face poverty and deprivation daily, and who can't and who need urgent, deliberate interventions from the state to improve their lives and circumstances. An MPP government will aggressively pursue policies that will be targeted at particular segments of our population who continue to be excluded and who miss out on the myriad of opportunities that abound, not only in Ghana, but in the globalized world. We have seven major initiatives designed to take giant leaps in transforming Ghana holistically, with particular emphasis on rural and deprived communities, in a major effort at inclusive development of all parts of Ghana, and by adopting a localized development approach. On the Savannah Accelerated.
Now, producer, Sadia course 2016. No, my dear, breaking, no. Sadia course and now watch this. Promises about Bawumia, say one manifesto, one bomb bay and say, yeah, my minimum my ton, Yama would jubno, your bear pension scheme amount. And I'm men table of Funtimantini. Mayana, a driver for what Ghana. Yabama pension scheme, GPRTU no protwa, many papa Giri or your protwa, a Giro pension way. Mistiano, Emani. No, you see, you do baby on many journal. You funny pano what did to me. They not say obey your and to dear all your say. GPRTU. Yeah? Mistiano, Emani. Why? Now what GPRTU are? I buy way. I'm on a pension. So we are driving. Where the 60? Where the 65? Where Chika Rio Coffee? Scanner by the brown away. Driver from where the 60 years? Where the 65? Come out! But one Mina na kwakubicha where the 103 years. Or your driver the or catch him say on Kakabium 2018. kwakuda ne ho den obi a wo se ye nto ka amrew afi your friend you se kwadwo me kwa retirement me nka ka biom le me fa ka ko ba bia me ko kwaku bi cham Bawumia bro pen he
Mo fasi ano e
pen he ska no kwaje wo he
someone and someone.
you see me
Wani
say Mahama ani Bawumia ade a me yare se wo mu videos no me bo ana ma analyze ama ho
mo fasi ano e mami.
ye ma me no ma ti dwom ton ade
Wani
say ma mo ton ade odwom ha ya bra muska e na mo nka ma kola ma ton ade di 60 years yina sa ban twam pension hey what Medina dwom what dome what achemfu dwom what mankasim dwom azma what krobo what Kumasi Central Market
ya bra
say na ma mo dwom ho ina no
wo ba ya
aban abra mo pen he
ya bra
the document
ya bra what to banks yes it can come here wo papa
yeah. Enra, don't forget say or can say oba trot
abusua we ne ensema ekoso ewo highway ne so a eye Dr. Bawumia oko ye interview ewo obi show so a ochese palugu dam no omo area enrada no ne manifesto no mu no ono ankasa eye den exposing no ho a ochese palugu dam no eye nani so ade hunu se Ghana for tumana obekwa akowie na Captain Smart na ye tenen kana abusua we ne ensema ekoso ewo highway ne so na ya bere abidwafo asese omo jepe ne kokoti sa audio no ede mai